Hello, I'm Pam of healingstars.com, and I'm going to talk to you today about the full moon, the mystical full moon in Pisces. The Sun is in Virgo. It entered Virgo about 6 days ago. Saturday is the full moon. It's set for London, this chart, but it's a whole sign as the houses. And I use the colour wheel to give some concept, some idea about what's going on underneath the signs of the zodiac. The Sun is with Jupiter. Here it is in Virgo, this olive green sector. And it's opposite the Moon in Pisces, very close to Neptune. And a little further ahead, Chiron, the archetype of the wounded healer. And Neptune and Chiron were in Pisces for quite a journey. But each time a planet moves through Pisces, the energies become focused. We get to feel what this is all about. Now, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Just as it's a colour wheel, you see, it's the last colour before we start red, Aries. The only planet in Aries at the moment is Uranus and the south node of the moon. Eclipses, they're coming soon in September. But this full moon is a 6 months. If you think back 6 months, that's when the Sun was in Pisces. So the Sun was illuminating Neptune. Now we have a reflection. The moon's always reflecting the light of the Sun. This is a mystical and magical full moon. Because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, it's connected to the source, to oneness, to home with a capital H, the energy of the sanctuary. Anyone who has planets in Pisces, and there's a lot of people who do, of course, not just the sun sign or the moon, you might have another planet in Pisces. This is very much a full moon to connect with that energy, to connect with the highest vibration. Looking at this in terms of colour, Virgo is a sign of discrimination. And in this colour wheel, which is based on the Aurosoma colour system, which I have studied and trained, yellow is the solar plexus, green is the heart, so it lies between the two. And it's known as feminine leadership. This, I feel, is very important at this time. Also because Venus is retrograde and it's very close to Mars. It joins Mars on the 31st, so just 2 days later. And that's the second of 3 conjunctions of Venus and Mars this year. This is quite rare. So they're almost there at this full moon. An integration for us all of the masculine and feminine energies. Saturn at a right angle. Saturn just about almost to come out of Scorpio into Sagittarius for its full 2.5-year transit through that sign. It will be relief for Scorpios, especially those born late in Scorpio, as Saturn finally moves away. But here it is, forming what we call a T-square in astrology, attention to this full moon. Pisces is a very beautiful, mystical sign, but it needs grounding. Virgo does that. Virgo's an earth sign. And Saturn, as a planet, also does that. It's a very good time to contemplate, to meditate, to take time out on Saturday. I know it's 7:30 in the evening in the UK, but to take some time out during the day to vision, to connect with what you really want in your life at the highest level. And Saturn says, put it on paper, set your goals. Otherwise you won't know if you've reached that highest pinnacle. Coming back to Aurosoma, the olive green is also very much the olive branch. Think of the olive, what it provides, light, in ancient times, food, but also the symbol of the olive branch of peace. And the magenta, which is the Pisces energy, is the soul star, the Akashic records in esoteric astrology. But that soul star, our oneness, we are all one, we are all connected. That's the highest vibration. Mercury, interesting, Mercury has just changed signs, just moved into Libra, 2.5 degrees of Libra, exactly connected to the south node of the moon. That's to do with the past. It's interesting that the nodes of the moon, north node of the moon, and the south node is opposite, and the rulers of the nodes are in Venus rules Libra, Mars rules Aries. So there's a strong connection here of destiny, North Node, Mercury, the messenger, giving us ideas about that, and Venus and Mars are together in Leo, leadership. I've been counselling a lot of people this month, August, and when I coach and counsel people, do a consultation, I'm always looking for the best in them, the potential. And that is what leadership is. To me, it's about answering the call for help. It's not about being a politician necessarily, though that might be true for some, but to give of oneself while remaining in a centered place, which is also Leo, the sun. So take time out, take care of yourself, keep grounded, and this is also the first of 3 supermoons. Enjoy this. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm also giving a free webinar next week on the 3rd of September on the September eclipses, and I encourage you to sign up on my website. It's healingstars.com.